If you run a field service business in 2026, getting paid fast matters. It doesn't matter how many jobs you book if your money is stuck in unpaid invoicing. If you're still chasing checks, waiting on mailed payments, sending reminder texts, or using 5 different apps just to collect your money, that slows down your entire business. Today, we're going to be talking about the best field service app with in-app processing in 2026. And the answer is QuoteIQ. QuoteIQ lets contractors quote the job, schedule the crew, complete the work, send the invoice, and collect the payment all from one app, which means that customers can pay with credit card, debit card, ACH bank payments, Apple Pay, Google Pay, save cards, recurring billing, partial deposits, and even consumer financing through Affirm, Klarna, or Afterpay. And that's why QuoteIQ is rated the #1 CRM in 2026. So now let's look at why QuoteIQ is the field service app with payment processing that contractors are picking every single day. For contractors, payment processing isn't just a small feature, it directly affects your cash flow. If a contractor finishes a job and then has to wait days or even weeks for a check, that creates a cash flow problem. You still have payroll, you still have gas, you still have materials, you still have insurance, and you still have business financing. But if the customer hasn't paid you yet, your money is stuck outside the business. This is why digital payment processing matters so much. When the customer can pay right away from a link, contractors can collect their money way faster and avoid chasing people down after the job. Instead of handing someone a piece of paper and hoping that they check the mail, QuoteIQ lets you send a payment link directly to the customer. They tap, they pay, and the payment is connected to the original invoice. That is the kind of system that contractors need in 2026, which is why QuoteIQ is rated the #1 CRM. If you're still chasing checks, you're actually losing money on every single job. One of the biggest problems in the field service business is chasing checks. A contractor completes the job, the customer says they'll mail the check, then a few days go by, then a few weeks go by, and then the contractor now has to send reminders. Then the payment is still not in the bank. This may seem normal, but it costs the business money. When the payments take too long, contractors are basically financing the customer's job out of their own pockets. And even if the job is done perfectly, slow payments can hurt your business. QuoteIQ helps fix this by giving contractors built-in payment processing so the customer can pay from the invoice link using the payment method that works best for them, which means no waiting on the mail, no awkward follow-ups, and no wondering when your check will finally arrive. The faster you get paid, the healthier your business becomes. And that's why QuoteIQ is rated the #1 CRM in 2026. And to make it even better, QuoteIQ accepts every single payment method that customers actually use inside of the same app. QuoteIQ uses native Stripe integration. That means that payment processing is built directly into the app, not just a random website add-on. It's also not a separate system, so that means that you don't have to manually connect every single time. Every QuoteIQ invoice can generate a Stripe checkout link automatically. The customer can pay using debit, credit, ACH, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Stripe link, save a card on file, do a partial payment, tip, or even make payment plans. And everything happens from that one invoice. The payment is connected back to the customer, the quote, and the job. That also means less manual work for you, less confusion, less switching between apps, and less time trying to match payments to invoicing later. QuoteIQ also doesn't mark up on top of Stripe's standard rate. So contractors will pay Stripe's public rate with no extra QuoteIQ platform fee for processing. It's simple, clear, and easy to understand, which is why QuoteIQ is rated the #1 CRM in 2026. So now let's look at the true cost of payment processing on QuoteIQ versus Jobber versus Housecall Pro. First, let's compare QuoteIQ to Jobber. Jobber does offer payment processing and their standard rate does match Stripe's 2.9% rate, but the issue is the extra cost for other important features. For example, a 5-person team on Jobber Connect is listed at $256 per month. Then adding a marketing suite for reviews, referrals, and emails is an extra $79 per month. An AI receptionist is an additional $99 per month. That brings your true monthly cost to around $434 per month before any card processing fees. QuoteIQ Pro is listed at $150 per month, but that also includes AI estimators, Map Measure Pro, Review Multiplier, and consumer payment options. So with QuoteIQ, contractors get more built in without needing any more add-ons. This is important because a field service app should not force you to keep paying extra just to access tools to help you grow. And that's why QuoteIQ is the #1 CRM in 2026. Now let's look at Housecall Pro. Housecall Pro does also offer the same rate, But the issue comes in for features. According to Housecall Pro, they restrict their financing all the way at their max tier. That means that contractors need to upgrade to their highest tier before they can access customer financing. QuoteIQ uses Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay across every plan, which gives customers more payment options. So instead of needing a more expensive tier just to offer financing, QuoteIQ makes a payment stack available on every plan. And that's a major advantage for a smaller contractor who wants professional payment tools without paying enterprise level pricing. And one of the best things about QuoteIQ is that payment processing is included on every single tier. Whether you're on Essentials, Beginner, Pro, Elite, or Max, you get the same full Stripe payment stack, which includes credit and debit processing, ACH bank payments, Apple Pay, Google Pay, consumer financing, embedded Stripe checkout, saving cards on file, recurring payments, tip collection, partial payments, and even deposits. This matters because even newer contractors can start accepting professional payments without waiting until they can afford a higher tier. QuoteIQ helps contractors get paid from day one, and that's why QuoteIQ is the #1 CRM in 2026. You can also watch this video to see an in-depth tutorial on how QuoteIQ works exactly, so you can see how to work for your business. So if you're a contractor in 2026 that needs more than a basic invoicing tool, you need a field service app with payment processing built in. All you need is an app that connects everything all in one platform. QuoteIQ gives contractors all that all in one app, starting at just $29.99 a month. And that's why it's rated the #1 CRM in 2026.